Hey friends, my name is Paula and this is Relatively Refined. I want to say a big welcome to all of our new subscribers. We've had many new subscribers in the past couple of weeks and we are so appreciative of you and your willingness to watch and subscribe to our channel. And a great big welcome back to those of you who are already subscribed and are returning viewers. We hope you are enjoying the channel. Today's video is going to be a cooking video, and actually it's a cooking video, and I say that in air quotes because it doesn't involve the stove or the oven. But I wanted to share with you today my grandmother's recipe for frozen lemonade pie. It has been so hot down here in the South the last week, and it's continuing into this coming week, that nobody feels like cooking. You don't want to heat up your kitchen by turning on your stove or your oven. And this dessert requires none of that. It is super duper easy and it is delicious and so refreshing on a hot day. So without further ado, let's jump into frozen lemonade pie. All right, so here we have the ingredients that you need for the pie. And as you can see, there are very few. There are only 5 ingredients. You need a graham cracker crust. And you could, of course, make your own crust if you prefer that, but I chose to just buy a pre-made crust. My kids love them. I think they taste great, and they're super easy. So you need a graham cracker crust. You need 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. You need a block of cream cheese, a container of Cool Whip or whipped topping, and then a frozen juice concentrate. And I'm using frozen lemonade. My sister Patty was telling me this morning that she has made it using lime, frozen limeade or lime juice, the sweetened kind, and she said it was delicious. She's also used, I think she said pink lemonade, and it comes out pink, of course, and it looks really pretty. And she has used a pina colada mix, non-alcoholic, just the kind of frozen pineapple coconut mix, and she said that is also delicious. But today we are making the classic frozen lemonade pie that my grandmother used to make. So let's get started. All right, so I'm going to make this in my KitchenAid mixer. I love my KitchenAid. This is probably 32 or 33 years old. My parents gave it to me for Christmas one of the first years after I graduated from college and was living on my own. And I love this thing. I used to joke that if my house were burning down, I would grab my kids and my KitchenAid. So we're going to use the KitchenAid. I have the whisk attachment on it for this. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the tub of whipped topping. And mine is slightly frozen still. Actually, I might be able to use a wooden spoon. Might be better for getting that in there. Take the whisk attachment off. And sometimes it's just easier to get things in there without that attachment on. So we're going to empty the whole container of Cool Whip or whipped topping in there. Then we are going to add in the can of sweetened condensed milk. My grandmother used to put this in her coffee. I'm sure that's probably delicious. Nice and sweet. All right, we get the can of that in there. Then I'm going to just throw in my whole block of cream cheese. And then finally, the entire can of lemonade concentrate. All right, I've got all my ingredients in there. Let me put the whisk attachment back on. Put that down, put it on lock, and just start it on low. And I'm just going to mix this up until it's thoroughly mixed. Okay, you want to mix it until everything has been incorporated, including the cream cheese, and it's all smooth and one consistency. Once it's fully incorporated and very smooth, what you're going to do is simply pour it into your pie crust. Now this recipe actually makes 2 pies. So you do need to make sure that you have 2 pie crusts. Let me get this bowl out. And you just simply pour it into your pie crust. There's 1. Here is 2. And I like to scrape it and make sure that I get all of that frozen goodness into the pies. Now I chose to use a deeper dish pie crust because it does make a fair amount of the filling. And actually, one of my favorite parts of the pie is the pie crust. So you just evenly divide the filling between the 2 pie crusts and then simply cover them. I usually just put the plastic cover that came with the pie crusts back on top and put them in the freezer until they harden. And it needs several hours. Typically, I like to do it overnight, but it does need several hours to harden up. And then you have some delicious lemony goodness. Here's a quick look at the 2 pies before I put them in the freezer. So you can see that these don't fill the crust up completely because these are deep dish crusts. But if you use the regular crust, be aware that the filling comes, quite close to the top. All right, let's get these in the freezer. So my pies are in the freezer, and I will leave them there overnight and take them out tomorrow, and I'll give you a little glimpse into what they look like when they are done. I'll cut some up and serve them. They are so delicious. I hope that you will try to make this. While I was filming this pie video, my sister Patty called and left me a message saying that she was headed out to the store to get the ingredients to make the pie in the lime flavor. That flavor is a favorite of her husband and her kids. If you do make it, please leave me a comment down below and let me know how it turned out. I would love to know. Also, if you have not subscribed already, please subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out, and we love having you as part of the Relatively Refined family. Here is the finished pie. And in true Relatively Refined style, I have it sitting on a thrifted cake plate and being served by with a thrifted pie server in silver plate. Very, very pretty. And here is a piece ready to be eaten, sitting on these cute little tropical plates that my mom gifted me. There you have it, frozen lemonade pie.